Now, I never was the one to bash men, bash women, but I also wasn't nice at the mouth myself. But one thing I had to acknowledge, that men are human beings too, and they should be treated like such. In this video, I am sharing how we need to support our black men. Because I see that we are in a time, our black men are getting tired of us black women. They are getting tired of the black attitude, the black woman attitude. They are getting tired of it. And I'm not saying that they are 100% right. That's not my job right here. My job is to make sure that I hold my women, my ladies, accountable for our actions. Because especially since I had to go through the same thing. So the first thing that I had to acknowledge, once again, is that men are human beings too. So we should start talking to them with respect. And instead of fighting against it and keep pointing fingers, let's start really focusing on ourselves. It's one person at a time at this point. It's one family at a time. Restoration needs to happen. So until you change, that man is not going to change. He's not even going to look your way. Another way that we can talk to our men is with some sense. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people do not have this. It's really just common sense to most people. But to some, it's just lacking. And that really just shows that you have lack of home training. Through our communication, you can actually tell when someone has home training. I know that this may sound a little insulting, but let's just face it, it's the truth. Men do not want to just be talked to just any type of way. They want not even just maybe you talking to them, but maybe at them. They hear how you are talking, articulating your words. You're probably cursing a whole lot. It just depends on what man you're talking to. But if you are a woman who desires a good man, a high value man, it definitely having some sense in your whole communicational skills is required. And I highly suggest that you do get some training in your words. And the only reason why I can speak on this is because I once was a sailor mouth. I used to talk ratchet. I used to talk crazy at the mouth. It got so bad that I didn't even know I was cursing in front of my mom and my family. Even my old boyfriend used to make fun of me and call me illiterate and stuff like that. And it's crazy because I'm not illiterate. But I did realize I used to smoke a lot, and I used to not read, and I just had lack of vocabulary in my words. I just had to put the work in. But also I cannot take away the glory of God, because I asked for deliverance of cursing all the time, and he did. So I do not even curse. It's very intentional if I was to say a curse word, let's just say that. So just having some sense and just knowing how to hold a conversation, it's just all of it. Just start getting some training. But we definitely have to have some sense as we talk to our men, because they're paying attention. They're paying attention. We can't just keep being loose at the mouth. We can't just keep talking the way we want to talk and think it's going to fly. That is your first impression. Another way we can talk to our black men, or men in general, but I'm really talking for our black men, is talk to them like they matter. I just want to share this too. God loves his daughters, but he loves his sons too. And he's not going to release a husband, he's not going to release a good man to you if he knows that you're going to tear him down, if you are not going to treat him right. I know for me, I had to really work on my mouth. I had to really work on the way I speak to my husband if I really wanted to do this marital thing. If I really wanted to have a healthy, happy marriage, I really had to work on my tongue. And even in the Bible, it talks about how our mouth is more vicious than an untamed beast. So we have to talk to them like they matter. We have to talk to them like they are men and they have feelings and emotions, because they do. I talk a lot more in detail on my 5-day challenge if you are interested, just to start the process, because we're not going to get any younger. We're going to look up one day and we're going to be 30, 40, 50 years old, and we're going to, as strong women, we're going to want to sit down eventually, because this is not our natural nature to keep working like men. That's just not us. If you want to start the process of becoming that wife, and yes, please, I highly suggest single women to take advantage of this opportunity. Also for married women, if you want to sharpen your skills as a married woman, we have to restore our marriages. We have to restore our alignment in our marriages the correct way. Not like back in the 50s. No, we're not doing that. We're going to do things the right way. right? We're not just trying to be average wives who just sit home and be homemakers. If that's your calling, by all means, I love it. I just believe there's always another level to serve God, and whatever that looks like in your personal journey. But let's just start off with the tongue, all right? Let's just start off with the mind. Let's just start off with our hearts and the healing, right? Let's not even go too far ahead and thinking about all that stuff. Let's just start with us. Another way that you can talk to our men, our black men, is be bold yet kind. There's nothing wrong with honesty, but there is a way that you can articulate your honesty. I don't need no man. What was I used to say? I know that was one of my main words. I don't need no man. I could do bad all by myself. And just, you know, even if you're talking to a man, I really don't even know the conversations that's going on today. I just know I be seeing some videos and I be like, ooh, like they be harsh, and it's crazy because they think that it's honesty, but it's just cruel. It's rude. It's very, very rude. It's a difference between being rude and being honest. My husband and I is very honest, but we are not rude. You know, we may get so honest that we tell each other our breath stinks or something like that, but we are not rude. If he's making me feel some type of way, I don't come at him like bah, 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 bah. I come to him with honesty, with a kind heart, and making sure that I be intentional with a kind heart. So I hope this video really give you some insight. Once again, if you are interested in more, make sure that you join my 5-day challenge. If the doors are not open, make sure that you join the waiting list. And I'm excited for it. Oh, and make sure that you subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, share. You can go find me at becoming.thatwife. I share a lot more behind the scenes over there. And I think that's about it. So I am looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye.